So we're going to start on our feet tonight, and I'm going to start with a quote. This quote is not only focused on gratitude, but focused on kind of the law of attraction, that what we focus on, we bring more of in our life. So the quote is, be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you'll never have enough. So I like that quote a lot. And how it relates to our practice tonight is I want you guys to maybe entertain the thought of that, you know, nothing's wrong with your body, that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And then if you want more strength, if you want more flexibility, that's why you're here tonight. Like, that's what we're focusing on. So I always like to try to focus on what I want, but we're all human, so we get caught up in the negative sometimes. All right, let me turn on the music. I gotta flip through some screens. There we go. So we're gonna start first by just lifting up our left foot here and doing a couple of ankle circles. Tonight we're going to do not only some breathing exercises, some stretches, we'll do what's called some sun salutations too. So opposite way if you haven't changed directions. All right, go ahead and set that foot down and opposite foot. The very first thing, we're already testing your balance. Sherry's like, what? All right, so a little ankle circle the other way. All right, ankles are forgotten about quite a bit until you go ice skating, and then they're very important. But they're also important in yoga and our everyday life. So let's go ahead and lift up to our tippy toes, and then rock back down to our heels, and see if we can just pull our toes off the ground a little. Tippy toes and heels. Part of yoga and part of being mindful is just paying attention to sensations. So noticing how the ground feels on the ball of your foot, how the ground feels on the heel, and then finding a point where you can come to a comfortable position with your feet about hips width apart, and there's no rocks or there's no branches underneath you. So we're going to start today by taking a deep inhale and an exhale here. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. And just see if you can expand your belly with each inhale and see how it feels to have your belly sink in just a little bit with each exhale. Sometimes with humidity, it's hard to breathe in fully because the air is thick. But doing the best that you can. And then transitioning it. So we're inhaling into our stomach, and then try to inhale a little bit more into your chest. And you'll notice that when you inhale upwards, that your chest lifts also. And then exhale, chest drops, and belly sinks in towards the spine. Hi there, welcome new people. We're just starting with some breathing. So inhaling, filling in the belly, inhaling a little bit more, filling into the chest, the upper diaphragm, the upper lungs, and then exhaling, chest drops, belly sinks in. So we're going to do about 5 of these with your own pace. So inhaling, exhaling, trying to come into our body, feeling the sensations of not only how our body moves with breath, but maybe feeling how the breath is coming in and out on the edges of your nostrils too. Feeling the ground underneath us, the sticky air, and maybe the slight breeze coming on your left side. One more wherever you're at. Exhale as much as you can. We're going to try to sync our movements with our breath tonight. So sometimes it's easy, sometimes that's hard. I got feedback from my roommate last week. She's like, I couldn't breathe. And I was like, why didn't you tell me at the beginning of class? But do the best that you can. I'm up here speaking and saying inhale and exhale, but it's always, you're the expert of your body. If you feel like you're hyperventilating or if anything is in pain, back off, take a break, get back to a relaxed state, and join us again. So with an inhale, we're going to lift up our fingers to the sky. And with an exhale, we're going to place our palms facing forward and slowly just roll down, reaching towards the earth here, bending through our right knee, bending through our left knee in this forward fold. Our hips are hinging. Our hips are reaching up towards the sky as our head and our neck are just relaxing towards the earth. Once again, bend through the right knee, bend through the left knee. Maybe your fingertips are touching the mat, or maybe you can also grab your elbows and just rock your arms from side to side here. And then inhale, we're going to reach the arms out wide to the side and reach the fingertips all the way up to the sky again. Once again, inhale, reach it up as high as you can, and exhale, forward fold. Once again, rocking side to side. We're taking it easy, working into our lower back here, drawing our lower abs towards our upper thighs as we send our hips up towards the sky. Head and neck, once again, just relaxing down towards the earth. All right, a couple of breaths here. And then on your next inhale, reach out wide to the side, fingertips to the sky. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and spread our feet a little bit wider than hips width apart. And we're going to reach up and clasp our hands together and push the palms up to the sky. In a slow, gradual movement, we're going to reach towards the left to start with. And then reaching slowly down towards that left foot and the mat near our left foot. Reaching down through the center, we're making one big circle with our upper body, basically. Reaching off to the right, and reaching all the way back up to the center top. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, coming down. Once you reach down, go ahead and inhale back up. Now we're switching directions, this time reaching towards the right first. So reach it off towards the right, down, towards the center, and then inhale, reaching, really pushing your palms to the side and pushing your palms up as much as possible. One more time, 2 times on each side. All right. Push those palms up to the sky. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just slowly twist towards our left. So bring your gaze behind you. Think about lifting up through the top of your head. If there was a string pulling upwards, lift up, straightening that spine. And just look a little bit more over that left shoulder. Inhale, face forward. And then we're going to take our gaze off to the right this time. Right and behind us. Once again, straightening that spine by lifting up through the top of the head, pushing those hands up towards the sky, looking behind us, and inhale, face forward. Let's go ahead and drop our arms to horizontal to the earth, and we'll do that same movement. So inhale, reaching back towards the left, looking over our left shoulder. Exhale and inhale forward. Exhale off to the right, looking behind you. And inhale, facing forward. Try that 3 more times on your own breath. So exhale, twisting, looking behind. Inhale, facing forward. Exhale, twisting. Look forward, inhale. Twist. Twist. And one last set. Warming up the spine in different ways by twisting, bending, hinging, all those good things. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and shake the arms out just a little bit here. We're going to shrug our shoulders up to our ears, and then we're going to try to roll our shoulders back and down. Let's try that again. Inhale, shrug those shoulders up, and roll those shoulders back and down. One thing you'll notice, maybe your shoulder blades in the back are almost touching when you roll your shoulders back and down. If this causes any pain, any pinched nerves, don't do it. All right. Let's do this one more time. And drop. Okay. Awesome. Let's meet at the front of our mat. And we're going to start with some sun salutations. If you're familiar with those, it's a series of movements that a lot of yogis use to just warm up the body and get it ready for more movement. So we're going to start by inhaling, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale here, hold it here for a second. And then inhale, draw your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, we're going to take our arms out wide to the side, and this time it's almost like a forward fold dive. So we're going to hinge at the hips, arms are reaching out to the side, and then the fingertips reach towards the mat in front of you. Inhale, halfway lift, so we're drawing our hands up to our thighs. We're drawing those shoulder blades together, flat back. And then exhale, forward fold again. Let's go ahead and just recognize our feet here. And we're going to step back with our right foot about 3/4 of the way back on the mat. So fingertips or hands can be pushing into the mat here. Inhale, draw your gaze forward. A lot of yogis say, lift your heart up, whichever you choose. And then go ahead and exhale, ground your palms into the mat, and then step back with your left foot. We're going to step back into what's called a plank position. Know that you can always drop your knees here for a modified plank. It is okay. Take a breath here in this plank. And then we're going to slowly, locking those elbows in towards the side, slowly lower our body down. Inhale up, cobra or up dog, your choice. Exhale, tuck the toes behind you. Push down through the hands and lift up with your hips into a downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here, maybe bending your right knee, bending your left knee, warming up this downward dog. And then we're going to step forward with our left foot to reach it in between our right and left hands as much as we can, or towards them. Inhale, look forward, draw your heart up. And exhale, step the right foot forward to meet the left into the forward fold position. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, arms out wide to the side, reach those fingertips wide and up to the sky. And hands come down, hands come to a prayer position above our head, and then come down to a prayer position at our heart. So that was a little bit of a slower version of a sun salutation, and we'll do that again. So take a breath here. Sometimes going up and down like changes a lot of things. What starts happening? Let's go ahead and inhale, reach up to the sky, draw your gaze up to the treetops. Exhale, arms come out wide to the side, dive forward, hinging at the hips, reaching down towards the mat. We're going to go ahead and inhale here, halfway lift, so draw those hands up to the thighs, look forward, shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back with your right foot about 3/4 of the way back on the mat, coming into a lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop those hands to the mat, and then step that left foot back to meet the right one in a plank position. Modify that plank if you need to by dropping those knees, no shame. Inhale here, and then exhale, slowly lower down, locking those elbows in. Inhale, cobra or up dog. So up dog is balancing on the tops of the feet, lifting your legs totally off the mat and pushing down through your hands. And exhale, tuck those toes behind you and shift the hips up and back. Downward dog. Take a moment, bend those knees once again. We don't have to rush yoga tonight. We can just warm it up slowly. When you're ready, we're going to inhale and step that left foot forward, close to in between the right and left hands. Inhale, looking forward, drawing your heart forward. Exhale, push the palms into the mat. Step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out wide to the side. Fingertips are reaching wide and then reaching up. Prayer position above your head. And exhale, hands at your heart. So getting your body a little warmer here. All right, let's try the left side. So stay at the top of your mat. We're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Big dive motion forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the fingertips or the hands in front of your feet and step back with your left foot this time. Inhale, draw your gaze up and forward, lifting your heart. Exhale, plant the hands and step back with your right foot to meet the left at that plank position again. Oh, plank is so fun. Okay. Exhale here, slowly lower down. And inhale, cobra or up dog, your choice. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the hips up and back, push down through those hands, fingers spread wide, heels are reaching towards the earth. Once again, bend those knees right and left. Take a couple of full breaths here. And on your next inhale, we're going to step the right foot forward this time. Inhale, draw the gaze forward, heart lifts. Exhale, step the left foot up to meet the right foot in a forward fold. Take your time, no hurry tonight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Arms reach out wide with an inhale, and we come all the way back up to a standing position. Prayer hands above our head, and then hands come down to our heart. All right, one last time on the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms reach out wide to the side, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, back, flat back. Awesome. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the fingertips or the hands, and we're going to step back with that left foot one more time. Inhale, reaching with the fingertips down towards the mat. Look forward, draw the heart up. Exhale, plant both palms into the mat firmly and step back with your right foot to meet your left. Plank position once again. Been here before. Inhale, this time if you want to try to shift your whole body forward and then slowly lower down, maybe not touching the earth all the way. Coming to an up dog and drawing your gaze up towards the sky. It's worth a try if you want to try it. If it doesn't feel good, no worries. And then exhale, tuck the toes behind you, lift up and back, downward dog. Once again, here in downward dog, we're going to bend the right knee, bend the left knee, and just breathe. And then with your next inhale, step that right foot forward, close to in between the right and left hand. Inhale, draw the gaze up, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, plant the hands firmly on either side of that right foot and step forward with your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, arms reach out wide to the side and reach up towards the sky. Hands in a prayer position. And hands come down at your heart. Take a breather here. I just realized I was downward dogging down a hill, so I'm going to move my mat a little bit. A little more challenging. All right. So sun salutations definitely warm you up. There's a certain time of year that yogis meet in a park and they do 108 of those in a row to mark the 108. It's a whole big ceremony, so we just did 4. It takes a couple of hours, and they get up at sunrise to do that too. So, hardcore yogis. All right, so we're going to take a couple of variations on that and add on some movements and keep stretching and moving tonight. So meet me at the top of the mat again. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky, reaching wide. Exhale, big dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, just like we did before. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with your right foot, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring that right foot down at a 45-degree angle behind us. And we're going to try to find our balance by pushing through the ball of our left foot, and then inhale our fingers off the mat while reaching them up towards the sky. So we're lifting our torsos. Looks good. All right. So check underneath you. So ball of your left foot is being pushed down and forward. Pinky edge of your right foot is planted on the mat and pushing backwards. We're lifting through our chest, engaging our core muscles, all those good things. So inhale here, warrior one. And exhale, take the arms down and back. Just reaching towards the back of your mat. Almost like a fancy ski move here or something. Inhale here. And reach the fingers down and up again. This time we're going to take the bend out of the front leg. So straightening that front leg. Inhale and then exhale. Bring the hands down about halfway. Maybe that's all your hamstring can take tonight. Or if you want to, exhale a little bit more and see if you can reach down and plant your hands either on your shin, your ankle, or your fingertips on the mat or a block. So this is called pyramid pose. Don't forget to engage that core muscle to help your upper body just become a little bit more stable and not wavering. And then inhale, while hearing the honks of encouragement, inhale those fingertips up. Bring the bend back to that front knee. And take a full breath here. We're going to take our left hand and we're going to reach it forward, and our right hand is going to reach behind us. So we're shifting the direction of our torso to face the right side of our mat. Inhale here, and then exhale, take the left fingertips and see if you can touch the mat on the inside of your left foot. Right fingertips reach up towards the sky here. Knee is still bent in the front. So stay here and breathe, or if you want to try any kind of fancy challenge tonight, you can always accept the challenge or say, nah, I'm good. If you want to accept any fancy challenge, you can take that left hand, reach it underneath the left thigh, take the right hand, bend at the elbow, and try to find those fingertips behind you. This is called a bind. It also feels like you're a big human pretzel. So we're reaching the left hand under us, right hand that comes down behind us, and maybe locking just the tips of our fingertips together. All right, wherever you're at, release, and we're going to slowly hinge up with our torso, coming into that warrior two pose again. Binds are fun and tricky. Bend at a 90 degree in that front knee. We're going to take the left hand and left arm, and we're going to bend it at the left elbow. Place the left forearm on the left thigh, and right fingertips reach up and over the head. Spiral those pinky fingers down towards the earth. This one's called extended side angle. So to alleviate dumping all your weight onto your thigh, don't forget to push through that back pinky edge of the foot. Lift through your shoulder and through your arm. And then inhale back up to warrior two. Take a moment here. And then we're going to take the left hand and reach it up over our head. Right hand comes down our right thigh. So reverse warrior, they call this one. So right hand can reach down the right thigh, or you can bend at the elbow and just rest the back of your right hand on your back. Draw your gaze up to your fingertips in the sky. Take a couple of breaths here. And exhale back to warrior two. All right, let's do that extended side angle again. So bend front, left arm reaches down to the left thigh. Right fingertips reach up and forward. Spiral those pinky fingers down towards the earth. Feel that stretch from your hip bone all the way to your shoulder. And inhale back up to warrior two. Full breath here. And back to reverse warrior. So reach up to the left fingertip. Right hand reaches down the thigh. Draw the gaze up towards the sky and towards those fingertips. Full breath and back to warrior two. Awesome. All right, we're going to bend, kind of a bend pulse movement. We're bending through that left knee, and then we're going to step forward with our right foot to meet our left foot at the top of the mat. We're going to shake our legs out just a little bit here, stretching. And then we're going to take a drink and take care of ourselves. It's excessively humid tonight. I'm losing water. I got to replace it. Okay. When the water drips off your nose as you're leaning forward, then it's time to blot. So I'm blotting up here. All right. Let's go ahead and do the same movements on the opposite side. So we're going to inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, arms come out wide, hinge at the hips and dive forward into a forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to step back with our left foot. And we're going to turn that left foot at a 45-degree angle so that we can lift up our whole torso and have balance on both feet. So inhale, finding your balance by pressing through the ball of your right foot. Inhale those fingertips up. Awesome. Coming into a warrior one position. Check what's going on underneath you. Is that front leg at a 90-degree angle? Is that back foot at a 45 or 90-degree angle helping support you? Are you lifting? Are you aware that your core muscles exist right now? Aware. And if you can, even crunch them a little. You're going to get a full body workout tonight. Inhale here in warrior one. And exhale, fingertips come down towards the mat and behind you. Reaching those fingertips back towards the back of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. And take the fingers once again down and up into warrior one. We're going to take the bend out of that front leg. Reaching up with our fingers. We're going to exhale and reach those fingertips forward and down, hinging at the hips. Stay here and feel that hamstring stretch or that calf stretch if you want to. Or take it all the way down, meaning letting your hands rest on your shin, your ankle, or the fingertips on the mat on either side of your right foot. Pyramid pose. Take a breath here. And slowly lift those fingertips up through the center and then all the way to the sky again. Bring the bend back to that front knee. And then we're going to take our right fingertips and reach them forward, left fingertips and reach them behind us. Our body opens up to the left side of our mat, coming into warrior two pose here. And then we're going to take our right fingertips and reach them down towards the mat. Left fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. That means 6:30. All right. Stay here breathing, finding your balance, whether it's bending through a little bit more through that front right knee and pressing your palm into the earth, or pressing your hand into your side of your calf. And if you want to try that crazy bind on this side for an extra challenge, we're going to reach our right hand underneath our right thigh. Left hand comes behind us. And we're trying to find the fingertips. I see some binds. Look at that. No matter where you are tonight, it is okay. This is challenging to pretzel our bodies this way. Inhale here, exhale. Go ahead and release that bind or release the fingertips. Press the right hand into the mat. Lift your torso up, coming into that warrior two pose again. Awesome. We're going to bend the front forearm and rest that front right forearm on the right thigh. Left hand reaches up and over our head. And we draw our gaze forward to those fingertips. To prevent dumping our whole weight into that thigh, remember to press through the pinky edge of the back foot and lift up through the shoulder and chest. One more breath here. And then inhale, lift it back up to warrior two. Slow and controlled tonight. We're going to take it back into a reverse warrior. So right hand reaches up and left hand reaches down that back thigh. Draw the gaze up towards the fingertips in the sky. You can always bend that left arm and touch the back of your, touch your back with the left hand. Inhale, come back to warrior two pose. And we're going to try that extended side angle and reverse warrior one more time. So inhale, we're going to reach forward. Exhale, really reach that left hand up and over the top of our head. Inhale, back to warrior two. And exhale, extend, reverse warrior, So reaching the hands up and over and back. And inhale, back to warrior two. And we'll do those one more time. Exhale, extended side ankle, reach it forward. Inhale, back to warrior two. And exhale, reverse warrior. Awesome. Back to warrior two. And that's when we're going to start to bend through that right knee a little bit more. Really bending into it, getting the momentum ready for us to step that left forward, to left foot up to meet the right foot at the top of the mat. And shake it out. All right. We're going to go into a couple of different balance positions. I know we started with balancing on our foot to turn our ankle, but these are a little more challenging. And we're going to work our way in steps to get there. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to find a position underneath us with our feet about hip width apart. All right. Our arms are going to come to our side here. And we're going to inhale, reach up with our fingertips. Palms are facing in towards one another this time. Exhale, sit back in an invisible chair. So we're sitting back and down in an invisible chair. Chair pose. This one's a good one too. And we're going to take it just a little bit further. We're going to come to the tippy toe of our right foot. Stay here if you want to. Or if you want to take it a little bit further, you can take that right ankle and cross it right on top of the left knee. So I'm going to face forward so you can see this. So at any time you can always back down and come back to that chair pose to reset. Just come up to the tippy toes. Or take that right ankle on top of the knee, the left knee again. So this one is ultra challenging. If you fall out, no worries, reset and start over. See if you can sit back down into that chair a little bit deeper. Maybe drawing your gaze up and forward. And exhale, release it all down. That looked pretty good. Challenging? Yeah. I think they're all challenging, and some days it's easier than others. I know that for me, stress affects me too. Some days I'm like, and all my muscles are tight, and then I just don't have any balance sometimes. So let's try that on the opposite side. Once again, feet are about hip width apart, hands are down. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, sit back and down in that invisible chair. Hang out here if you want to. Or come up to the tippy toe of your left foot this time. I'm opposite of you. Stay here if you want to. Or see if you can lift that left knee, take the left ankle, and drop it on top of the right knee, bringing the left knee out to the side, almost creating a number 4 with your legs. If you fall out, if the balance isn't happening tonight, no worries, reset. Just sit in a chair. An invisible chair. Keep breathing here. See if you can draw your gaze up. Lift your fingertips up just a little bit more. And stand up, shake it all out. Looks good. With any of these, everything takes practice. I'm definitely not a yogi guru, but I keep trying and practicing, and it keeps getting better the more I practice. So, try that while you're fixing your breakfast in the morning, cereal, piece of cake. It'll be easy. All right, let's try some dancer poses here. All right, dancer pose is one of my favorites. It's also challenging. So we're going to start by simply just lifting up our right heel and grabbing onto the top of our right foot behind us in a kind of a quad stretch position. Left arm can come out for balance. Grab onto a tree if there's one close to you. All right, inhale here. Stay here if you want to and just stay in this quad stretch. Or if you want to, reach those left fingertips forward. And right knee comes down and back just a little bit. So we're reaching forward and right knee reaches a little bit towards the back wall. And if you want to take it one step further, reach a little further with that left hand and reach that right knee down and back behind you, pushing the top of your foot into your right hand as much as your hand is grabbing onto the top of your foot behind you. Inhale, standing up and stretching it all out. Challenging. Not easy. All right, let's try it on the other side. So quad stretch to start with. So left foot, we're gonna really solidify our right foot by spreading those toes out as much as we can on the right foot, creating a solid base for ourselves. Lift the left foot up and grab the top of the left foot behind us. Right arm comes out to the side. You're holding on to the top of your foot here. Stay here if you want to, or reach those right fingertips forward. And left knee comes down and reaches a little bit behind you. Stay here if you want to, or reset and go back to the beginning. It's okay. And if you want to go a little bit further, reach it a little bit further with that right hand and see if you can lift that left knee a little bit further up to that invisible wall behind you. Grabbing onto the top of the left foot. I fell out. Grabbing onto the top left foot and pushing that foot into your hand as much as your hand is reaching into that foot. We're trying tonight. It's looking great. Keep breathing. Feeling strong, feeling focused. You got everything you need. Inhale, lift it all up, shake it all out. Awesome. All right, let's go down to a seated position on our mat. I'm gonna wipe a little sweat away here. All right, on a seated position, let's go ahead and put our knees in front of us at a bend. Soles of our feet are pressing into the mat in front of us here. We're going to press all palms into the mat on either side of our hips. Inhale, drawing the top of your head up towards the sky. And exhale, let's straighten out those legs in front of us. Toes are flexed, meaning toes are coming towards your body and towards your face. They call this staff pose. Basically, your body is a big L. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly walk your hands towards your ankles and towards your feet. Once you reach a place of like your upper body is starting to hunch over, stop there, back up just a little bit. Inhale, draw the top of your head up, straighten the spine once again from the top of your head to the base of your spine. And exhale, hinging at the midsection, hinging at your hips. Reach forward just a little bit more and see if you can reach for your shin, your ankle, and if you have the flexibility, reaching for the bottoms of your feet, tops of your toes, wherever you're at. This one's also easy with a towel at home. You can wrap a towel around the bottoms of your feet and just pull your feet towards you as you're stretching your back. Inhale and exhale, go ahead and let your head just hang towards your knees or letting your head just hang heavy and fall in between your biceps here. Still flexing those toes up. And let's go ahead and reach our right arm and reach it behind us. So we're lifting up our torso, reaching those right fingertips behind us. And then reach those right fingertips up and over the top of our head and towards those left toes. Inhale here, coming up just a little bit. Both hands are reaching towards the left ankle as we situate our torso over the left leg and reach again towards the left ankle. Inhale, let's go ahead and both hands are reaching on opposite ankles or opposite shins or opposite feet once again. And this time, left hand reaches out and back behind us. Take those left fingertips up and over, reach them towards the right toes. Maybe you have the flexibility to actually touch the toes, or maybe you're just reaching towards them. It's okay wherever you're at. I like to draw my shoulder back and just look up the sky as I'm reaching towards. I'm not actually touching the toes at all. Inhale, straighten your back, draw your torso over your right leg, and then reach towards the right ankle once again. So just stretching a little bit of a different way here. And inhale, let's walk the hands back towards where the hips are again. And go ahead and plant those hands down on either side of your hips. Take a bend back to your knees, and we're going to come into a boat pose momentarily. So boat pose is where we find that balance point on our hips, and we try to lift our feet off the ground. So let's first start by pushing our palms into the mat on either side of our hips. We're going to inhale and just lift our right toes up. Exhale here. See if you can lift your left toes up. Knees are still bent. Pressing into the earth with our hands. And see if you can lean back and straighten those legs out in front of you. Maybe you have to move your hands to be a little more balanced. Maybe you come onto your forearms even. Squeezing through the core. Feeling the full shaky vibration of your body if you have that. And then exhale, coming down to that bent knee. Did you feel the shaky vibration? I was like, me too. All right, let's try that once again. Slow and controlled. So pushing down into the earth on either side of your hips. Inhale up the right toes. Inhale up the left toes. And you always have a choice to stay here. Or if you want to, try to straighten out those legs once again. Moving your hands, coming to your forearms, whatever feels good. But definitely squeezing that core. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And exhale it all down. Both toes, I feel it. All right, we're going to try a different variation. This time we're going to keep our knees bent in front of us, and we're going to reach our fingertips forward. Reaching out for help. Help. And exhale, lean back at a 45-degree angle. This time, take your right knee and hug it into your body, and just straighten out your right leg. We're just going to do one at a time here to start with. And go ahead and set that right foot down. Reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, lean back at that 45. And lift that left knee in towards your body and left toes point forward. Awesome. And put that sole of the foot back down on the ground. Reach forward with your fingertips. Making the magic happen. I got my magic fingers. I don't know why I'm doing that. Exhale, lean back at a 45-degree angle. Hug that right knee into your body. Hug the left knee into your body, finding that balance point. Stay here if you want to. Or kick out those legs and straighten it out into a extended boat pose. Stay here for 1 millisecond if you can, 2 milliseconds if you can, and exhale it all down. Oh, awesome. Let's go ahead and do a quick twist before we come all the way down to our backs here. So quick twist meaning we're going to go ahead and take our left hand to our right knee. Right fingertips reach up. and behind us, and ground down. We're going to push our palm into the mat right behind our right hip. Look over the right shoulder behind you. Once again, thinking about drawing the top of the head up towards the sky and twisting with your lower back, not just cranking your neck. If you want to have a deeper stretch, take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Fingertips can raise up here. Inhale in this twist position. Noticing all the other people who joined you for yoga tonight. Yep, they're sweaty too. Inhale here, looking forward. And then we're going to take it opposite side. So right hand to left knee this time. Left hand reaches up towards the sky. And exhale it down, grounding down the hand behind your left hip this time. Straightening the top of the head up towards the sky and drawing that gaze over your left shoulder. Checking out the bicyclers and the walkers. If you want a deeper stretch, take that right hand to the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Fingertips can come up. Once again, thinking about twisting from the base of the spine and not your neck. And exhale, face it forward. Let's slowly come down to our backs here. So go ahead and check behind you. Make sure that if you slowly lower your torso down to the ground, that your head will still be on the mat. Let's go ahead and find a laying position here with our knees bent in front of us. Let's inhale and hug those knees into our body. This time not using as much of the core muscles as we did before. Hug those knees in towards our body and maybe hugging the nose up to meet the knees, creating a ball with your whole body. Inhale here and exhale, relax that back down. Felt a few drops. Let's go ahead and kick the soles of the feet up towards the sky, holding on to the back of the thighs with our hands. Inhale, press the feet up to the sky. And exhale, slowly lowering your legs down. Knees bend. And soles of the feet come down to the mat. We're going to come into our final poses before we might have to dismiss early because of rain. But let's go ahead and take our knees off to the right side of the mat. Arms come out wide. Let's hug those knees into our body once again. Our final pose tonight will be Happy Baby. So if you're familiar with Happy Baby, what it is, we touch the soles of our feet together, drawing our knees in towards our body, almost like a butterfly pose with our feet in the air. Go ahead and reach down. If you can, grab onto the sides of your feet or wrap your index fingers around your big toes. We're going to draw your feet in towards your body. Knees are coming out to the side. And then with an inhale and exhale, we're going to extend our legs, straighten our legs out to the side in a big, lifting the soles of our feet up towards the sky, but this time our legs are out wide in a V formation. Whether we're holding onto our big toe or holding onto the sides of our feet, let's go ahead and rock to the right and rock to the left. Giving ourselves a little back massage in a Happy Baby position. Awesome. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and release the feet and slowly bend the knees again. Soles and feet come down to the mat. Let's go ahead and slide out our legs straight in front of us. We're going to walk our shoulders away from our ears and bring our arms down to the side. I apologize, my mic is cutting in and out. So straightening our body out, letting it relax and be supported. We're going to come into our final resting pose of the evening called Shavasana. So this Shavasana, we let all those movements that we just did really soak into our muscles as we focus once again on just being present, focusing on our breath. Maybe the grass is tickling you on the sides of the mat. That's okay. Just being here in this moment, knowing you have everything you need. You are enough. You don't need to do anything else or be anyone else tonight. You just letting your body rest and focusing on the breath. We'll be here for about 5 minutes in this final Shavasana pose. So if you feel the tug happening, if your mind wants to jump to the to-do list and all the things, bring it back to the breath and see if you can just keep that going. Sometimes it is more of a tug-of-war, and sometimes it's so easy to relax. So just be aware of where you're at tonight. It's neither good nor bad. It just is. Your breath just a little, so go ahead and deepen it by taking a big inhale, big exhale as much as you can push out. Start wiggling your toes and your fingers, and maybe even reaching your arms up and over the top of your head and just stretching your body as long as it possibly can be, from fingertips to your toes. being mindful of just moving slowly. You can come onto your right side or left side by just rolling over to one side, using your arm as a pillow, and then slowly making your way up to a seated position when you're ready. We did it, you guys. The yoga still happened and the rain didn't happen. Yay! I want to thank each and every one of you for coming tonight and sweating with me in this thick air. It's awesome. I like it. I love being outside and seeing people's faces. You know, we can still do this during COVID because of this beautiful air around us and some distance between us, so I'm really happy about that. So I hope to see you here again another Monday. I'm here every Monday. Please feel free to bring a friend, drop by. If you do have any donations, I do accept tips or donations. They're not expected, but I do accept them. And I want to end tonight's class by saying, from my heart to yours, I honor and respect the determination and the strength that it took to come here tonight, to just make time for this in your body. So from my heart to yours, namaste and thank you.